First of all, I'd like to thank JT for supporting this channel continually. I can't do it without you. And thanks for helping out, JT. Okay, you know who you are. Okay. What's this? The dust jacket to the Hobbit. Now look at Tolkien's conception of Middle-earth. It's imaginative. Doesn't spell everything out. He was a talented artist. He used to paint a lot when he was a young lad. Okay, let's really get in there. I was thinking of taking this image and printing it out in full color and putting it on the wall. The Hobbit is one of my favorite books of all time. It's a go-to book whenever I got the blues. I can always read The Hobbit and listen to it as an audiobook on YouTube, available for free. 1937, it's in the public domain. Okay. And we're having a nice time thanks to JT. I did think about this video a little bit, but not much. Okay. Let's get down to business. Bitterness. Okay. Oh, my glasses. They're right here. Okay. See? This is why I don't use OBT programs or whatever they're called, because I can do puppetry work in front of the camera. Okay. Let's see. Back to game. Okay. So I've been doing some work here. And I will show you after this my new Flag of Oz build. You can see off in the road the signs get progressively bigger as I figure out what I'm doing. And I'm working on the finish of that so I can move on to other things. I always start small in this game. And this is a kid-sized house. So we change the view. It's in proportion to the character. Right? Normal stuff. So we watched a lot of Hobbiton and Bag End Minecraft videos tonight. And some of them, well, most of them were really amazing. To see Hobbiton built in Minecraft. But I have different ideas. I changed the scale. Okay, let's see. Press V to change the view. There's Captain Misfit. I love in videos when there's 20 Minecraft characters together and they all jump up and down. It's so cute. Okay. So I will work on this house a little bit more, but this is Captain Misfit's workshop. So let's have a look. Just got a green bed, some torches, cobblestone, white cement ceiling, oak planks for the floor, and siding. I'll put in some glass when I have time. I'll put some shutters on the outside later. Okay. So there's actually a reason why I'm doing all this stuff. Now, why in hell, like next to the Wizard of Oz area where this yellow brick road is going to lead into Oz, why am I putting the Shire Middle-earth stuff? Well, the Wizard of Oz predates Tolkien's first Middle-earth publication by 37 years. Okay, let me get this on camera.
Game menu. Use mouse cursor or tab button to select element.
Let's see if I can get this to show up. Oh. I might as well. This was pretty cool. How I made the Shire in Minecraft survival mode. So this guy, Complex Hobbit, what's really cool about him is he practiced in creative mode to build things, and then he transferred the ideas to creative mode. That was really cool. So creative mode is his laboratory. That's awesomely incredible. Here's Dorothy. The Wizard of Oz audiobook. There's a LibriVox recording of this, which I wasn't too joyous about. Read Publications, I think. Read Publications. Sounds like a British guy doing a pretty good read of The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. So, I'm enjoying that. Alright. Is Dorothy age 8 in the first book? Or age 12? I think she's 8. The original Denslow illustrations pretty much show her as an 8-year-old. So that's a lot to ask of an 8-year-old to walk from, where she landed in Munchkinland all the way to the Emerald City. And even with the help of friends, an 8-year-old on at least a 7-day journey. It's a little much to ask of a little girl. Okay. Back to game. Yeah, this is a serious video. And I'm doing serious work. And I'm thinking of Minecraft in the way I would as an artist. That's why I have to change the scale. So I always start small with everything in my life. And I always tell people this, because people get ideas for movies, screenplays, novels. What else do people want to do? Like, they come up with these ambitious projects that can never be completed. So, it's like in art school, they just tell you, just draw a thumbnail sketch about that big. Just to get your ideas out. Let's see, thumbnail. What's the next stage? There's 4 stages. Thumbnail, comp, finish. There's a missing step. Okay. There's 4 steps to your idea. The first is the thumbnail. Okay. So it gets bigger every time. I can't remember the 4 stages. I'll relax and maybe it'll come to me. So, I'm building a Hobbit door. So I'm just working out as I use more blocks for every build. The idea of the circular Hobbit door. So there's the first one that is kind of getting the idea. And I like this process of small to bigger because it's like animation. And if I was to photograph each of these, it would actually look good in animation. And I can do this on this beautiful monitor. Okay, now we're getting a bigger Hobbit door. Look at that. And now we're getting an even bigger one. So this is really changing the scale. Let's take a look at my Minecraft character in relation to this door. Okay, it's huge. So why am I building Bilbo's Hobbit door so big? Because I want to get the trucking details, that's why. I'm not satisfied with the small scale of Minecraft builds. Alright. There's more to life than just stuff that looks like it was built by kids. And I actually grew up building plastic models. We did this as a family activity. Okay. What's this? If you type into Google how to build a perfect Minecraft circle, they'll give you maps. And there's a calculator where you can build a circle of any size. It'll calculate for you how many blocks you need. Okay. I need to go to bed. To bed.
Crafting. Use mouse cursor. Search items edit box. Bed.
Okay. There's always a slime in the way. Look what they do to me.
Chat screen. Input message and press enter to send.
I don't know why the programmers made the slimes always be where you're trying to build. It's like a C-3PO thing, an annoying robot that bothers you so you don't go crazy when you're in space.
My goodness.
Okay, so here's a perfect plus sign. There's exactly 24 stacked blocks here, 24 up, 24 here, and 24 here. And as you can see, there's 2 rows. So it's 24, 25, 26, plus 24 more. What's the math on that? 48, 52. 52 high that way, and 52 from west to east. Okay. And from here there's patterns that you can follow on a map that you can do on graph paper, or just guess it, or follow the map they provide. And if you do this plus sign for any size, that's how you make a perfect circle. And you can lay this down on the ground and build a circular tower. Okay, now we're talking. Because that would be cool to build the Tower of Duraga. Alright. What's the name of the tower that Saruman has? It escapes me.
Isengard?
Isengard. She's my peanut gallery, okay. Well, cheers. Alright. Thank you, JT. So, that's exciting. I'm building a 52 block high circular Hobbit door. And trust me, the next one, I'm going to build a plus sign cross that's 100 blocks high. And that'll be, I think, my finish on the Hobbit door. Well, I don't know how big it can get. I can go to the top of the building limit up there in the sky and do a real detailed model of just the front porch of Bilbo where he meets Gandalf. That would be cool. So you can see from the direction that I'm going that it's suddenly become quite epic. Alright. So that was cool. I was excited to show you guys that. Alright. Now, the Flag of Oz. Most people don't even know there was a Flag of Oz. And I consider myself an Oz hobbyist. People know more about Oz than me. I saw on the web today that there are actually people trying to locate all of the original artwork made for the Oz books by John R. McNeill and other artists. We all have the reproductions of the art, but they're actually trying to find all the original art that they can. Okay. So I've shown this in videos.
Game menu.
God, I just have
Use
to do
mouse
this.
cursor or tab button to
I
select
hate being
element.
responsible. Okay, Land of Oz. Going to the Wikipedia page to show you this. So, this is the Land of Oz Wikipedia page. There's the Flag of Oz with the 4 quadrants: Gillikin, Quadling, Munchkin, and Winky. And a green star for the middle. So the Wizard of Oz came out of the United States, and the flag is like reminiscent of a star on the American flag. And for some unknown reason, they speak English in Oz. That's more or less the official language. That's pretty convenient. So Amber and I were talking about how Oz, Narnia, the Harry Potter world, they're all places where people from Earth get to travel to magical lands. And then they often return to the regular Earth reality. Whereas Middle Earth is contained. No one from the regular Earth enters Middle Earth. So, Middle Earth in Lord of the Rings is a self-contained world. Also, with the Star Wars galaxy, no one from Earth goes to the Star Wars galaxy. It's self-contained. Okay. Gulliver's Travels. A normal person from Earth has journeys. Okay. Okay. So we're going up. This is about a third of the way done. And I want to show how big you have to make something to make it look okay. Stars. To make a star in Minecraft like this, it has to be huge. Okay. So now we're gonna back up. See, now it's starting to really coalesce into that star form. So I will build this flag every day until it's done, a little at a time, because it would drive me insane to work on it all at the same time for hours on end until it's done. The angle jetting out from the star, it's should be steeper, but I'm not worried about that right now. It's an easy pattern to follow. Two, up, then two, up, then two. Okay, I can always change it later. Okay, it's looking good. So that's a huge build, and I learned how to build a star this big by building the Captain America shield, which was really huge. It went from here to there. It was that big in the sky. Whew. That was some years ago that I built that, but it taught me how to do it. Okay, and I had to build the shield like a circle. That was not easy. So building the cross helps you to make a circle. So build a perfect plus sign, and then you can build a circle. It's like a wagon wheel from the 1880s. Okay. Anything else to show? That's about it. Let's see. So Oz predates Middle-earth. Tolkien's writings of the Silmarillion and Middle-earth were coalescing around 1919. And it took him many years after that to come up with Hobbits. And to get the Hobbit published took 6 more years after that. So he really took the long route. I would imagine Tolkien wrote The Lord of the Rings by hand until he got a typewriter. I'm not sure. Oh, I think Tolkien was a terrible typist. Yeah, he was a one-fingered typist. I think I read that. So I think he would handwrite all his manuscripts and then transpose it to typing, and he did it mostly all himself because he couldn't afford a secretary. Who could in those days? Alright. So, The Wizard of Oz. I wonder if Tolkien read that. What's neat about The Wizard of Oz, which I will show you right now.
Game menu. Use mouse cursor or tab button to select element.
So it makes me think that Token must have read the Oz books. Because look at this. This is a 1914 map of Oz. And actually the Tin Woodman of Oz was circulating among World War I soldiers. So people saw this Oz map because that Tin Woodman of Oz book was really popular with people. Same with the Scarecrow of Oz book. So you have a fictional land and you have a map where all the adventures take place. So I think Tolkien must have seen this. So he might have gotten the idea of, oh, well, I need a map for my world, and I'll just get the map and then I'll create the story within the map. That's how he worked. Okay, so all this is cool stuff. I'm into it. Back to game. Okay. Thank you once again, JT. And thanks to anyone and everyone who has started watching this video and made it this far. Thank you. Okay, there's the poppy field. And we got plagiarized gelatinous cubes from D&D that Minecraft stole. And didn't give any money to the D&D people. Who, of course, plagiarized Tolkien and everyone else. Okay. Art is codependent. That's the subject for another video. Alright. This is my beacon of dirt. And then where the big Oz sign, it's the second beacon, the beacon of copper. Okay, it's nice to see some of the iron starting to oxidize. And when it all turns green, it'll really look like the Emerald City, won't it? So that'll be nice to do some Emerald City builds with these copper blocks where things will eventually turn green. Looking forward to doing that. And thanks for that Minecraft video where the guy showed me that this creative flatland can be a laboratory to do my practice builds where I can transfer these ideas into survival mode. Alright. Something to think about. It's a starry, starry night. So I'm having fun with Minecraft. 57-year-old man, but it's all about the ideas. Doesn't matter how old you are for this.
Chat screen. Input message and press enter to send.
Oh man. Let's see. I can make the narrator say naughty things, but it's YouTube, so I have to keep it clean. And Rumble too, because my videos are monetized there. I've never made a single cent from YouTube or Rumble. As I've said before, at one point I did make $125 off of YouTube, but I never claimed it. So they owe me money. I didn't know what you had to do to get paid back in 2015. It all seems so complicated. Instead of just dropping the money into PayPal, you have to fill out all these forms and information. Here's my Gmail connected to my PayPal. I earn money, send me the money. That's how it should work.